Hello everybody, welcome to Inspiration 44 for today, December 3rd. Today's title is Trash Thief Trespasser. I have to tell you, first of all, I'm not in a good mood. I'm in a bad mood. It takes a lot to get me in a bad mood, and I have to tell you, the past week, you know what? We've had tons of stuff happen, been rolling with the punches, dealing with stuff, packing in the rain, various stuff. Well, you know what? This morning, after not sleeping very good, I wake up, I'm going to go get my coffee that I get, walk out into my driveway, and there's this Mexican 25-something-year-old man going through my trash bin that is in my driveway, mind you, that we had completely covered with a tarp and tied down, okay? This trespasser, thieving evildoer decided to come onto my property and go into the trash bin that we rented to put stuff in, and then just began throwing stuff on the ground in my driveway and looking at what's in my trash bin. I don't take lightly to thieves. I just don't. I've had people break into my house in the past and rip things off. And in California, where you can't trust anybody, I'm just going to tell you something. If you're on my property and you're violating things on my property and I catch you, you're either going to get off my property really fast or I will call the cops on you. And so I told this young man to get off my property. And of course, he lipped me, gave me some lip, but he got off my property. And, I'm sorry, it's like, look, every day can't be a peppy day, but I'm just going to say, I went ahead, told this man to get off my property. Because, whose business is it to come on somebody's property, take a tarp that was tied down intentionally so that no person like this guy would come on? But this just shows you the blatant disregard that some people have. And, it's like, oh my gosh. And then I post this on Facebook only to get a couple of people just be completely dismissive of it. And to those people, I would hope and pray that this happens to you and that people take stuff from you that's yours, regardless if you're trying to give it away or not, that they would violate you in some way so that you would experience the violation of it. It's like, oh, no big deal. Oh, they're not ripping off your car. Oh, they're not doing this. Oh, really? But they came on my property, and then they're trying to rip things off out of something that I've rented and covered, and they're throwing trash all over my driveway and going through my stuff as if they're in a bookstore. It's just inappropriate. So my day started out that way. And then, of course, I'm trying to get stuff done so that I can do a half-hour show because we finally had time to do it. Next thing you know, my electricity goes off because the electric company dropped the ball, the incompetent boobs over there. And, so I end up on the phone it took 2 hours for them to turn my electricity back on. And of course, when your electricity is off, you can't do any work because you have no electricity. And they're saying, well, we didn't, take care of it and all this other stuff. Well, my husband, fortunately, actually printed up the actual receipt of the fact that what he did was cancel it and reschedule it, but the electric company swore up and down, oh, there's no record here. Really? I have one with the electric company logo and the whole information on there. So not only were we charged because of the electric company's incompetence, but I lost 2 hours out of my day. Meanwhile, the escrow still hasn't closed because the people buying the house, their lender is just jacking them around, apparently. So that's throwing everything off that we're doing. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Today, I've just had it. I have had it. The insensitivity of the Christian community on Facebook is through the roof, And it's like, but I'm the bad guy for stating the obvious about a thief and a trespasser. But, stupid Christians out there, you can go make your dumb comments and then be all judgmental and play the Holy Spirit in a person's life. But if you actually go ahead and give your opinion, you're the bad guy. Really? Why don't you look at your own life instead of playing the Holy Spirit in somebody else's life? That's one of the things that just irks me about Christians on Facebook. There's so many holier-than-thous on there. It's like, oh my gosh. I had a woman named Kathy. I'll save her embarrassment. Email me the other day on Facebook and give me the riot act about something. And I emailed her privately, told her exactly what the situation was, but she's too proud, of course, to apologize. And yeah, I'm being told I need to apologize when somebody says something stupid to me on Facebook. It's like, really? I'm the one that needs to apologize? How about somebody else being a mature adult and stop saying stupid things and acting like an imbecile? But no. It's always, it just always has to be, somebody always out there. You have to just put your nose in where it doesn't belong and go ahead and defend evil people. You know what? One of these days, people like that are going to be welcomed into something with a trash thief trespasser like I was this morning. And you know what? When it happens, maybe they'll post a status update that says, oh, you know what? Today something was ripped off from my garage and and then I can go, oh, really? Oh, that's too bad. It's really too bad that somebody broke into your garage. Wow, you must live in a stupid area or something. Or maybe you're too stupid to lock your garage. Or wait, oh, they broke into it and they smashed it to pieces? Oh, that's too bad. Maybe you shouldn't live near people who have an axe so that they can do that. It's just the insensitivity of the Christian community is amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. People talk to me about love and all this other stuff. Really? You want to see some of the hateful, spiteful, despicable email I get from people? All Christians, supposedly, talking to me about love and judgment. Really? Oh my gosh. And then I like it how people, oh, I'm going to speak into your life. Yeah, because I have that power. I'm going to speak to you, and I'm going to correct you because I'm up here on this holier-than-thou pedestal, and I know all about everything that's been going on in your life based on 2 sentences on Facebook. Really? You know what? I learned a long time ago that there are very few people that I'm going to listen to. All right? Maybe that sounds arrogant to some of you, but you know what? I've learned a long time ago there are very few people who actually deserve respect, let alone they have to earn the respect. First of all, that's one thing. You have to earn respect. If you aren't going to be respectful to me or something, you know what? Too bad. You can't expect me to take your opinion to heart. And if you think that you're some super spiritual giant and you're the Holy Spirit and you're going to talk into my life, you better know where I'm coming from. And you better have your facts all lined up before you sound like a complete imbecile and assume things. But no, that's the Christian community as a whole, generally. It's just a bunch of imbeciles who assume things, who get out there, they promote injustice, and they promote other things that they don't even know what the heck they're talking about. That's the amazing part to me. And then you have people who, oh, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make an asinine comment here on your Facebook page because I'm just an imbecile in my head. I have the mentality of a 3-year-old. And then I'm going to apologize because, quote, I offended you. Really? What's your excuse for the other times in your life when you're being an imbecile? Some of us waste our time holding the hands of you imbeciles, and what do? You do nothing but take. You don't give. All you do is sit there and take and suck. Give me, but you never give back. Oh, and yet, if I go ahead and I call you out, then somehow I'm the bad one. Really? Yeah. Well, you know what? To those who want to sit in judgment of me, you go right ahead, because I guarantee you God's going to just judge you right back. And you have not walked in my shoes. You never will walk in my shoes. So I suggest you reserve your judgment for yourself. All right? That's what I suggest. And maybe, if you're so holy, then maybe I should send a couple of thieving trespassers to your house to trash your lawn and your driveway and to rip things off from you, and then just let you witness Jesus to them. That's what you should do. You know, it's always easier to judge and condemn somebody else, but you know what? Until you've walked in that person's shoes, if I were you, I'd keep your mouth shut. You know, if you're talking about love, be an edifier instead of a jerk. You know what? Because there's too many Christian jerks out there. And, you know, the whole purpose of this here is to edify and build people up. But you know what? Some days, you just need to be direct and throw an arrow right at the person's head. Because, you know what? Sometimes just being kind isn't enough for some of you idiots out there. You know, I'm serious. You know, I've had decent people in my life tell me off. But these are people who have a place in my life to tell me off. It's not some stupid name with an imbecile behind the screen telling me something that you don't know about. But then again, most of you, most of the people out there who are on their high horse telling people how to be have no empathy skills whatsoever. They have no logic whatsoever. And they're nothing but babies and takers, But it's okay to jump over somebody who's constantly giving and trying to help and minister. But, let's go ahead and treat her like a piece of crap. You know what? Maybe if the damn church decided to actually love one another and clean itself up and wipe its butt once in a while, it wouldn't be the stench that it is in God's eyes. All right? So there you have it. That's my inspiration for you today. And frankly, I don't care if you like it or not. You can leave me a comment if you want. You don't have to. I don't really care. So I'll be back tomorrow, and I can tell you this. If there's somebody who's going to be ripping me off or doing something to my house, and I'm going to go out there, I'm going to talk about it. If I want to talk about it on Facebook, if you don't want to be positive about it, just shut your mouth and don't comment at all. That's my advice.